Hello everybody, my name is RAMSEY Spencer. I'm a fashion and a lifestyle photographer, and today we're gonna do an unboxing for the Phase 1 digital bag. And this is, I bought it because of my Phase 1 XF system, which is the body. I made a video before about it, how to unboxing the whole body system and how does it work. So today we're gonna do the digital bag. Of course, this is the digital bag. You can attach it to anything, all the medium, old format, school kind of a thing, and also the new ones. Like for example, like the Hasselblad, the 500 series, the C500 series. There's also the Mamiya. You can attach it. I think you just need to buy the plate and you can attach the digital back on it. And also there is Phase 1. They make kind of through the lens right away. You attach it to the sensor, like to the digital back, just the lens. And it's amazing. You just can capture amazing images from it because it's a really just digital bag basically. Anyways, the reason I'm doing this, I'm not a YouTuber or like, make a video for a living like other people or unboxing all these things, but I just thought to do something from the real point of view as a photographer, not a commercial. This is not a sponsored video and nobody paid me anything. I bought this from my own money, nobody gave me anything for free. But the reason I'm doing also this because when I wanted to buy this system, I never found any kind of a help around. Nothing, not even a video, nothing, something, because everything is like a typical money, buy, But this time I'm making this because to show you a real experience, like a raw kind of review about it, like it's exactly how you're gonna go through it, not like typical like fixed lighting 4K videos, all these goodies, because what matters is like what's inside the video, not what's like the whole production look like for me. Because I wish before I bought this system I didn't have to go through hell to have a peace of mind. It's not like other manufacturers, and we'll get to these things later on. Anyways, so it's very simple. It's the digital bag. It's all about attach it to the camera. Of course, now Phase 1 make three kind of bags of the family. It's called the IQ1, IQ2 and IQ3. Super confusing, but I will narrow it down for you and I will give you a review pricing wise and what also I think about the company as a Phase 1 as a company. So today we're gonna do the IQ series. So it's all like look alike. It's just the difference between the megapixels and the quality of like actually the features, what's in it, like IQ1, IQ2 and IQ3, and it comes numbers of the megapixels next to it, which is like 40, 50, 60 and 80 and 100 megapixels. Anyways, a very simple, straightforward business. You have the cable, you have the manuals. I already opened it, but I want to show you how it looks like when you open a box. Just if you just buy the digital bag without the whole package, you get the cleaning kit. You also got a charger and batteries. I will show it to you in a second. And you got the digital bag itself. This is the digital bag. This is where this is where you spend most of your money. This is how it's the most expensive kind of a camera like altogether. So this is very much about it. Now we'll talk about the whole review and everything like soon. It's like a typical nice digital bag. You buy it for your camera. Now I just want to tell you something. Now when you buy the all other like the normal kind of IQ series, which is the 80 and the 50 and the 60, I think the 60, the 80 discontinued, the 50, I will tell you now all about it anyway, but it's a bit confusing with the numbers. You get it with this box. But now the new series, the IQ3 100, which is the most expensive one, so you don't get it really with the box, you get it now with the case, which is, the case is amazing. I'll show you the case. So this is the case, you buy it when you buy the 100, the series, IQ3 100. So basically they give you this amazing case, which is super perfect. It's amazing for your camera, by the way, but this is where they put only the back and the charger and some cables and the software. So this is the back. Usually it goes just like here. They just put it here. Of course it's very super secured, but of course I put my camera here so you can see the setup of this whole thing. It's amazing. My camera's here. I will show you the charger and you can see all the stuff is inside, which is amazing, I think, because you're spending so much money. At least it's a nice, instead of getting a box, normal box, like a carton box, you can get like a good, heavy, durable, very secured, and from everything to protect what what you're paying for. You're paying like 55,000. At least this is a nice presentation to give. It's an amazing showcase by itself. Amazing case, by the way. I don't know if you can buy it separately, but it comes with the case. But usually I think it's around $1,700. You can buy this case because from phase one, it's amazing. You can put your laptop here. You have a lot of it's a lot of rooms, a lot of pieces. You have a lot of dividers here. This is the case. I'm sorry, where is the? Oh, this is the charger. It comes with the back. It's amazing. You actually, it comes with 2 batteries. The back. We're talking about the back right for now. So, and it's nice because I mentioned in my other video that it's amazing that this charger is just like you put your battery in it and you can see how much battery you have left in case you need to charge it and what you need to do on the go. So you don't need to attach it to the camera or anything like that. Now I'll tell you about the series of the whole thing. So let's put the back on the camera. So we attach it and we finish from it, and we can go through all the amazing details that a lot of people don't even cover, not even the dealers of phase one, like I saw in New York and stuff like here and there. So let's put this into whole thing and we go through the thing. So we take the viewfinder off, and then this is the back itself. It's covered by the cover itself. It's metal. It's amazing. I don't recommend to open and close the back all the time because it's gonna collect dust. So this is the sensor. It's a huge sensor. You don't see focus. So it's an amazing digital back for this amazing camera. So you click it, you secure, you put your viewfinder, and this is and it clicks and everything is good to go. It's a touch screen. I talked about the body. Just watch my unboxing body for the XF phase one. But today we're doing the back. So this is the back for this camera. Of course, this camera you can put other backs like leaf, and there's also, I don't know if Hasselblad goes in it, but I think it's better to have a phase one. I was looking so bad for this lens, 80 phase one lens. It's a typical classic because all one brand. I know they make a blue ring, which is amazing, and I think there is a new one now. It's coming. It's called the 45, the blue ring 45. It's an amazing lens, and I would love to put my hands on it to try it. But here, this is the problem with this company. It's too hard to find things to try before you buy, because it's not like you walk to a store, it's like, hey, what's up, I want to try this lens, it costs a lot of money, like 6,000 euros, 6,500, but this is the thing about, this whole company thing, but we'll get to it in a second. Let's talk about the back for now. So the digital back. Now let's talk about the family. There is one IQ1, IQ2 and IQ3. Now the one family series, the IQ1 series, it comes of course 40 megapixel, 50, 60, 80 and 100 megapixel. It's exactly the same thing with the IQ2 and exactly with the IQ3. So they are focusing now more on the IQ3, which is have all the goodies. You have a Wi-Fi, of course you have here like a FireWire, you have a USB 3, and now the IQ3, it got better ISO, it got a CMOS sensor, of course there is CCD sensor, if this is what you like in your taste. A lot of people say, oh, the CMOS is better and this is better. It's a different style, it's a different texture, it's a different everything, so there's nothing better in this situation. It's only about, it's a personal preference. Because the better thing, it's an old game, this is better than this and this better than that. If you are wise enough what you know what you do and what you pick, there's nothing better. It's just to do what suits you, because you're paying the price for full. It's not like you're saving anything. It's just like, this is an expensive direction anyway to go through. So if you want to save $100 or €100 here and there, it's not really worth it because you're spending thousands already. Anyway, so the IQ1, it's exactly the base of the whole digital back. No Wi-Fi, no sharing kind of a battery power, because this one you have to have a battery for each one, which is the body, you have a battery, and for the back you need a battery. It doesn't share with the IQ1. Now the IQ3, you can share it I think for only 7 minutes. So in case you have really no battery at all, you can just put it with the back, or you can put it with the body, and it share it only for 7 minutes because it takes a lot of battery. You have a Wi-Fi, the IQ3, you have a Wi-Fi, you have all these good connections, you have the ISO sensitivity, you can go up above like certain numbers. And this is the only difference between the IQ3 and the IQ1. It's just like the small minor ones, you know, which is like, you know, the flexibility with the connection, let's put it this way. Connectivity, like Wi-Fi, better ISO, all these things. But if you really just have a good deal, or you just happen to have the IQ1, it's the same thing basically. Sensor, everything is the same thing. But you're getting a little bit of goodies here and there, you know what I mean? So it's like a small like cake with a better decoration, but it still tastes the same thing. The cake is a cake inside. It's just exactly the same thing. Because with the combination of this camera, which is the body of XF, because you know there is a DF also phase 1, but this is the futuristic investment of a photography future, which is so amazing. It's a touch screen, the body have a built-in transmitter for the flashes of Pro Photo. It's an amazing camera. Focusing system is amazing, the shutter, everything is spot on. This is a camera of like a photographer's dream, of course, but this is again the price of it. It's targeting only professional photographers, specific people, you know. The target is like a specific direction. A lot of people like say it's too expensive, I can buy so many different cameras and this and that. This is not the way to go with this kind of conversation, because this is aiming for specific people with a specific direction. We're not here to tell you what can you do with the money. It's a difference between what can you get for the money that you want to buy this camera, or, you know, just, you know, what is it all about, and what can you do with the money in case you can buy different cameras. Two different mindsets, you know what I mean? So let's not go to that direction of what can you do with the money, or how many cameras can you get, and this and that, and you know what I mean? You have the money to buy this camera, this is exactly what you get. Superb. Image quality is amazing, and I'm all about image quality because you can see I'm a fashion photographer. I care about the quality, not as megapixels. This is also a small issue I will address now with this whole production of, you know, the company itself, and what can it be, why could it be better in a way, what I think, because I dealt with all the companies, basically all photographer companies, and this is so far it is the best one in a flavor way, but talking to people in this company itself, it's a bit painful. But I will get to all the information. Let's talk about the price. The price of this digital bag is not cheap at all. Like not even like, I know there is Leaf, there is also Hasselblad. That's very much about it. There's not much manufacturer doing digital bags. So this is expensive. I usually don't put the strap, I'm just waiting for the grip, which I don't know when I'm gonna get, but I will talk about the grip also in a second. But usually the grip have an amazing attachment, which hopefully I will test soon before I buy it, because also it's an exclusive thing for this camera. The body, the body itself, it costs I think around $12,000 now, and the digital bag costs around 55, something like that, the 100 megapixel IQ3, which is, it makes the whole camera set around $60,000 or euros, according, you know, more or less, you know, if you want to go a little bit, you know, a few hundreds here and there, so it will be more or less the same, like 60,000 euros, $60,000, the same range kind of a point. With the lens, you need a lens, of course, so we're talking about like another 5,000, 4,000 euros or dollars. Also, again, wherever you are in the States is more or less the same, and Europe is more or less the same. We're talking about also a few hundred here and there, so we're not gonna go touch into details, but let's generalize the whole thing up. So it's around like 60,000 to $65,000 equalish to euros. So this is how much you're really gonna spend on this system. Now, you're gonna say whatever you want, that's fine, but this is how much this thing will cost. Aiming for specific people, people want quality, people want superb image quality. Again, it's not about the racing of the 100 megapixel, you know, because I shot the other day, like, you know, I have 100 megapixel files, and I shot the whole campaign with 100 megapixel, and what I ended up doing, shrink it down all the way to 50, because I don't really need the 100 megapixel. This is what I see a lot of people are doing, going with the race of the megapixels, and they forgot about something. And then I said, like, to myself, why everybody's talking about the megapixels and nobody talk about the clarity? I know everything is sharp, everything is, but there's a lot of attention to different details and information about the whole thing. When you spend so much money on this thing, it's not like you have to just look at one thing, 100 megapixel, oh my god, that's it, I have the best. No, there is different things in the whole camera can make the whole setup amazing. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like the other day when I was watching a video on YouTube, just trying to like see some information and like see what's the trends out there, and someone about the phase one, because I'm happy to see what other people are doing with their camera. So there is a store, Digital Transit. They have the camera in New York. Of course, they are the dealers of phase one, and the dealer himself, I forgot his name. I have to look for the clip and I will try to post it in a comment for you guys to see it. He say like, this is how he explained the whole camera. Like, as me, as a fashion photographer, very passionate about what I love. I mean, I'm talking about the camera as I own the company. It's not like I own the company, but it's like I really own the company, and I love this camera and this product so much. It's an amazing tool. It's great to details. You can take things, pieces. You can put like a level viewfinder, like a waist viewfinder. You can take all these parts away. The case is amazing. It's an eye-catching. It's a superb camera. It's a futuristic, well-designed, amazing investment for the future. I have nothing to worry about. Batteries, charger, everything is amazing. Now you're gonna say like other cameras can do the same. Yes, but it's a different flavor, different vibe. This is a medium, don't forget, this is a medium format camera. That one is 35. It's a totally different. If you're a real photographer, passionate about what you do, you should know the difference, and this question shouldn't be asked anyway. So it's a touch screen, the back is touch screen, everything is like really spot on. Now let's go back to the Digital Transit. So when he was speaking about the camera, all he said, it's a 100 megapixel, so much details, that's it. That's the whole liberation about the whole camera. And I was like, man, how can you still have a job at this company where you want to sell me $60,000 camera and all you have to tell me it's 100 megapixel and that's it. There's a lot of things. You should talk about the back. You should talk about how amazing it is. What kind of this ISO sensitivity. Is it CMOS? Is it CCD? What's the difference? Does it have a Wi-Fi? If you connect to the Wi-Fi, what's your limitation? Does it shoot RAW? Does it shoot JPEG? Because this doesn't only shoot RAW. That's it. And you have a live, and the IQ3 have a live preview. You can see a live preview. This one doesn't. The IQ1 doesn't. The IQ3 have, for example, you can connect it to the iPad and you can have a all control. The IQ1 doesn't. So there is a lot of like all these small details. You can put it all together. It make a good production and give me a good idea what to pick, because I'm coming to buy. But when I just see a salesperson at a big company of a camera and have a phase one and he's selling, oh, this is it. You know, he forgot there's a touch screen. He forgot that you can the histogram alone, it has so much information, data information about the photo after I take it. What can I do? What can you do with the monitor itself? Because there is a mode in this digital back. You can turn it to black and white if you want to have a more kind of a feel of like how it looks like without any worry about the rendering of the white balance and stuff like that, because sometimes when you shoot RAW, the white balance keeps shifting. I know you can fix it from here, but when you shoot RAW anyway, you're gonna fix it on post. So it's good sometimes to have a black and white image, not because you have to make it black and white, but when you have a black and white image, all you care about the focus and the exposure itself, and then you can take it there. So there's a lot of good features in this camera that nobody talk about, especially when it comes to a big dealer in New York like a Digital Transit. I'm not trying to ruin reputation or anything, but it's a shame to see someone is wearing phase one uniform and he's saying we are phase one dealers, and this is the camera have 100 megapixel, and he call it day. And it was with the grip that I was kind of interested in for so long, to know where can I get it from, because you know, again, the lack of communication in it, but I will get to this kind of thing again. But the grip was attached to it, and he didn't say anything about the grip. So I want to tell you something about the grip, that from my internet Google thing, I was trying to look for the grip and how does it look like, for God's sake. The grip is amazing, that you can attach a small piece here, according to what I know. And the grip itself, you take it off and on with just a click, like a simple click. Like the way you take the viewfinder, look, like you take the viewfinder on, you put it on. You take it off, you put it on. This is simple. That's how the grip. There's no screws, there is nothing. It's very simple. It's very simple, it's very easy to use. And this is how amazing the grip is. So expensive, it's like $1,500 for the grip alone. But he didn't mention anything about the grip, and the camera sitting there just so sad. And I think this is sad for these people just to have to deal with such a thing. this is my take about this whole thing. The company itself, it's amazing. The philosophy of to stand out between the photographers, expensive, they are aiming for the best of the best is so amazing. But I think the marketing strategy maybe, or the way the dealers set up all over the world is a bit wrong. Because if I need a question, contact your local dealer. What if I don't want to deal with my local dealer? What if I travel around? This kind of a thing, you know. And this is the thing. Everybody have a different price. Like, let's say you want to buy this in Germany, you will have a different price in New York than you have a different price in London. So okay, we're talking about more or less the same price, but at the same time, you still have a different. This is not the philosophy. You need to go after something so expensive like that. You need to have a kind of a uniform thing. It's like, you know, I don't want to mention this, but you know, like for example, Leica. I own a Leica. I have a S system camera. But everywhere you go with Leica, it's all the same price. They have nice stores all over the world. I'm not telling to Phase 1 to open stores all over the world where they have dealers, but it's nice to have something ready on the go when someone wants something or want to ask about something. The information is right there, not to get back to you after like a week or so. And this is what's happening with this company. This is why the struggle in the beginning. But now I know the drill, I know how it works, so I try to get the best out of my information from my own sources in this case, because it's a great camera, but the whole thing, it's about, it's gonna take a lot of effort, let's put it that way. I just hope this company will more less production, because I see a lot of photographers, they feature photographers on the set, and you know, they have drone and they have like 4K footage and smooth and the composition, and all the photographers keep talking about, I have 100 megapixel images, I have a lot of details, I can crop, I can zoom in, I can zoom out. We all know that. Everybody knows that. Even in your iPhone, you can take a photo, you can zoom in, you can zoom out. Okay, it's not 100 megapixel, but we know the drill. We all do these things. In my Leica, it's 40 megapixel. I zoom in, I zoom out. It doesn't matter, and I shrink it down anyway. Unless I need to have a billboard thing, like so huge, the attention to details is there. I have no problem with any of this, but this is what they keep focusing on: 100, 100, 100, 100. And now they're coming up with different digital back names, and I have no clue what is it all about, and they don't explain the image it's all about. So a lot of video production and amazing clarity details, but they forgot about the product itself. What does it mean? Because I see all these people, they just put the cable, the firewire or the USB and the digital back, they put it in a laptop, and they say like, look, we can transfer it. I mean, come on, we live in 2017, we all know these things, everybody knows. I mean, you come to this situation, you come to this company to buy such a thing, I mean, it's so dumb not to know. Oh really? Can we do this? Oh my god, oh, I thought my only Fuji camera can do the threading thing between the camera and the laptop. Oh, you have also two? Oh, that's great. You know what I mean? So I wish this company will take this kind of full production of drone and 4K footage and the photographers holding the camera and all this, and speak more about the camera itself, not just its 100 megapixel, not just the green is green and the yellow is yellow and the red is red. More about the whole thing. What does it mean? In a real fashion, for example, shooting, in a real artistic shooting, now they have amazing digital back, it's 100 megapixel, black and white shoot only. And they don't put it into real good action. They just shoot trees and they shoot mountains. But what if you really can do this in a really good, for example, fashion photography, people photography, headshot photography, something a bit more meaningful than someone just looking at a tree in black and white, because the detail of the sensor of this black and white capture it in a kind of an infrared kind of a technology. It's not like a real black and white. You see silver and white. It's amazing. You should check it out. I don't know if the information you will check it's more handy, you know, or informative, because it's more of, oh my god, look, you know what I mean? We don't want to, we want to stop looking and we want to start understanding. This is what we want. So let's forget about the looking and numbers of 100 megapixel, and let's focus on more of, this is what this camera can do for you. Look at this clarity about the megapixel. What if I want to buy the digital back 40? You know, what are you gonna tell me? Oh, you cannot zoom in, you cannot crop. Of course I can crop, I can zoom in. I have attention to details. But give me, because this company sells CCD, they sell CMOS. So they have two different types. They have amazing product, these people, but they don't talk about it in a good way. They just do more video productions, clean productions, amazing piano in the background, and that's pretty much about it. And as me as a photographer, I'm gonna say like, oh, this is all, like if, let's say I'm watching all these videos, which I did, before I buy the camera, it's like, oh, another commercial of another photography camera, and you know, it's all about sell. There is nothing real from the heart, especially you want to aim people to pay you this money, and you're aiming for professional photographers. These photographers, they got the money to spend it in a good equipment. They have the money to spend it on a good camera like this. But give me the push and the spice. It's like you want to buy a chicken. You want to buy the chicken, you want to have a nice spice on it. So you will eat it and you say like, this is really good, it's worth it. But I don't want to have a bland chicken, nothing with it. And then you know what I mean? This is it. Give me, this is a camera, it's taking photography, medium format. What makes this different than Hasselblad? Because they are competing, it's a competing market. But at the same time, it have a separate ways of looking at things. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is have amazing potential. Futuristic camera. You take parts off, you put amazing lenses on. They have amazing lenses. Like, I want to buy the grip, I cannot find the grip anywhere. I need to order it, and order is going to take 2 weeks, and I cannot even find it for demo to see if it's fixed or not. I cannot walk in the store and say like, can I see the grip? So there is a lot of bad marketing in a way. I want to try the lens, I want to spend 4,000 euros, I cannot spend the 4,000 euros because they don't have it in the store. You know what I mean? The prices is different. A lot of things, every store, I think they work in a commission. So they need to make a different strategy for this, and I think this company will make super great. And I think there will be more aiming direct, also more higher like clients, and more like because the value of this company is amazing. So they will having more numbers and more photographers approaching this thing. Of course, they're aiming for the best, so they will have only the best. But you know, there's a lot of best out there, would love to have such system, but they don't know about it, or there is not a lot of information about it, or all the information they put there is too high end that it covers the meaning of this camera, and they're focusing more of the production of seeing how it works and this and that, and they lose the meaning of that, and because you lose it in the whole film direction, which is a 2 minutes clip of a production of someone shooting backstage, and that's it. Because you hear the retoucher saying it's a 100 megapixel, it's a lot of attention to details. We all know that. It's amazing back, it's cost 50,000 euros. Of course it's going to get attention to details. What is it going to give you? Nothing. Of course it's going to give you attention to details. We all know that. As photographers, we all know that. That's why we're not going to have like 16 years old walking to your store. It's like, really? Can we zoom in? You know what I mean? So you're gonna have approaching people into photography. They want to take their photography to the next level, but they need a little bit more close, real on one, like one-on-one, real information, real chemistry with this thing, because then they will see your guys honest, not just delusional kind of amazing footage. And because until now I keep seeing amazing footage, that's it, you know, the background and the music and the drone and all these amazing things. It's like, this is a good production video clip, and I say like, where is the camera? What about the digital back? What is this? So the meaning is it's been lost in all this thing. That's my take. I mean, again, it's my own video. I mean, I'm making it because I bought this. Nobody gave me this for free to say amazing stuff. I'm not saying also bad things. I'm just saying things need to be done, and it could work for this company. You know, they don't have an ambassador, I know. They don't have like all these kind of things. So maybe they need to, because, I mean, I'm alone, like I shoot with this, I'm sorry because I just got it recent, right? So I'm trying to shoot all the time. Now I'm going to trip for Fashion Week in Milano. So I'm gonna start doing all these fashion things with this thing, because the amazing quality is superb with this thing. You don't see it out there. You need someone, you need group of people say what's really this thing capable of, so everybody will like say wow, but not super high-end retouch production thing, because everybody knows that this is a bit outside the fact area, and you want things real things. You don't want things outside to be outside the area. You want as much as realistic as possible. When I unboxed the video of like the body itself, everybody sent me messages on my private email asking me a lot of questions, and it's like, man, I mean, okay, I'm happy to answer everybody, but at the same time, I was shocked about the volume of people. They were like asking me about it. Even some people asked me, it's like, oh my God, show me the digital back. How does it do unboxing? So you can see a great camera company, and there's not a lot of information out there for it. I wish them all the best. I love this camera. I'm a customer of them, of course. I mean, I bought the whole thing, so I should be somebody. And that's pretty much about it. So this is the unboxing of the phase 1 system for the digital back. The price I just said. And this is what the case is all about. And you get amazing program for it. It's called Capture One. It's the only program allow the digital back to process the photos, because it only shoots RAW. And the dynamic range of this back is 16 dynamic range. It's like if you are shooting in front of a window and the subject of like a front, it's amazing, and the background of the window is totally blown out, because we all know that. You can absolutely bring all the details, like if there's a blue sky, you can bring it right to life. It's crazy. This is an amazing camera. I'm speaking it from the heart, not from the commercial side. This is an amazing camera. If you can get your hands on this and you can play with it, rent it out, shoot with it, do it, and look at the files and look at the quality you produce. It's amazing. Not about the 100, just go with the 40, go with the 50, go with the 60 and the 80. By the way, the 40 and the 50 have a crop sensor fact. So it's not a full frame, it's going to be cropped 1.5 or 1.6. This is it about the digital back. It's a long video, but it's very informative, and hopefully you guys will have information about it more, or you have a different vision of this company. Again, I don't work with a company or anything, I'm just a fashion photographer. I do this for a living as a professional photographer, and I thought to put this information out there from the heart, from a real photography, kind of passionate, and this is where I get all the inspiration from all these things. I have a great camera, I have a digital back with it. It gives me the motivation to do more, not because it's a great camera, but this is how photography works. You need to have a good tools with you to produce amazing production. And that's pretty much about it. Thank you so much. And if you guys would like to watch my productions, you like to watch my editorials, everything, you can go to expertotv.com. I'll link it there. And thank you so much for watching. Cheers.